We're parents of Hirotugu Minami, Nam Hao. He's in nursery 2 and 2 right now, and he's 4.5 years old. It's nearly the end of the year, so nearly the end of the school academic year. And we just wanted to let other parents and anyone else visiting the Joy Little website know what our experience has been with the school, with the teachers, and specifically with the children in Hiro's class and Hiro himself. So starting with the school, Joy Little is an amazing environment. It truly is. It's a top-notch school academically. But they do it in a fun way, in a way that really truly allows the children to absorb the materials, but in a way that they teach it through play. It's kind of like Montessori based. It's basically Montessori based, but with their own unique style of teaching and styling the classes towards each child's individual needs and requirements, specific interests. And the school there are so many activities going on. There are always outings, there's always school activities, extracurricular activities during the week, like speech and drama or music or swimming that your child can partake of outside of the school as an additional extracurricular class. This is again based on your child's interest. So I think holistically the school is just a very well-rounded environment that any child would love to attend. It really is. It has and then the next part I wanted to talk about was just the teachers. The teachers here are amazing. Because it's an all Mandarin school, the teachers here, the Mandarin pronunciation is really perfect. You have the perfect Mandarin from Beijing. It's really the authentic, very, very professional level of Mandarin, and this is what the children are listening to and talking with and communicating with the teachers all the time. So it's really a great opportunity for kids to really learn Mandarin as their mother tongue or as a second language. I mean, our son is trilingual. He speaks 3 languages. When we're together, my husband is Japanese, I'm Chinese, South African, so we're really from all over the world. We lived all over the world. Hiro's lived in Korea and Japan and now in Singapore. But Hiro speaks 3 languages. He speaks and communicates with my husband, Taka, in Japanese. I speak with him specifically only in Mandarin, and then when we're together or in public settings, then we speak English. And the reason why I chose Joy Little was because I wanted him to have that Mandarin immersion, the full immersion in Mandarin, because he's exposed to English everywhere else in Singapore. You can communicate in English and go anywhere in Singapore and speak with other people, and all the other extracurricular classes outside of school, such as swimming or even his kendo, Japanese swordsmanship class, those are all in English too. So I felt like it's important for him to really absorb the Chinese culture, Chinese identity, Chinese characters, Chinese language, because that's part of his heritage too. And I feel like even if we were just simply expats and didn't really have any specific affiliations with China, I would still send my child to a Chinese immersion school, because it's unique in that Chinese has become such an important language in the world, and it's really important for children, I feel, now to be able to communicate, even if it's just learning some basic communication skills. We're not talking about college level business 101 Chinese, but just being able to communicate in Chinese, some basic Chinese, and especially living in Asia, in the Asia Pacific region, in the Asia region, if you're going to be around for a couple of years, I think that's a really good skill to be able to allow your child to have that experience of language immersion. And language immersion itself, I think it really opens up your child's brain to really learning exponentially, an exponential rate compared to versus just a single language child whose mother tongue is his only language. And again, back to the teachers. the teachers here are just extremely dedicated. They're wonderful. I feel very confident. I feel very confident dropping him off from day one. I didn't even stay in to observe him for half day or an hour. I just dropped him off, left him at school since he was in nursery one, and left him at school, and he was completely fine because the teachers here are very dedicated. They're very detail orientated, so they'll pay very special attention to each individual child, and the teacher and child ratio is it's a low ratio, so you don't have a lot of students. You have very minimal number of students per teacher, and so teachers are able to give you feedback every day on how much did your child eat for lunch. If you want the basic play-by-play, what happened today, they're able to tell you, how many hours did your child sleep? Did he sleep well? Was there any specific behavior like crying or hitting or some communication error with another child or getting in a fight? They're able to give you all of that on a day-by-day basis, which I feel is another unique aspect of Joy Little, because you don't have that level of attention and that level of detail in, I would say, the majority of schools. And that's part of the wonderful reason why Joy Little is so specific and unique, is because of the dedication of their principal, Mrs. Julia, and her team of wonderful staff. I mean, I don't know what she does, but she's got some magic in her fingers in her staff training, because her staff are all very dedicated and very attached to all the children. And they even know each child's specific interests. Like what is Hero like? Hero's very crazy about dinosaurs, and so they'll even, teach him certain things about dinosaurs, or using dinosaurs as a role play model, or using dinosaurs as a point of speech within a language class. And it's not like your children's not getting exposed to any English. They have English classes every day too, so that's more than enough, I think, especially if you come from an English-speaking family. That's more than enough in order to cover grammar and so on and so forth. In terms of speaking, reading, writing, they get enough of that. And the last part is just, your child's extremely happy, and Joy Little is an extremely happy environment. I think that it provides your child with a holistic and a wonderful, dedicated team. And I think that any child would really just enjoy the experience at Joy Little. And the thing I would advise most parents to do is definitely come and visit during one of the days when the classes are in session. Have a look at the wonderful facilities, the speech and drama room with all the props and all the trees and like everything painted, and the wonderful different sections for the different levels, the nursery 1 classrooms versus the kindergarten 2 classrooms, and see what amenities and facilities, the outdoor playground, their garden where each child they're learning how to garden vegetables and fruits themselves. Have a look at the facilities and come and see the dedicated team at Joy Little, because I honestly can't think of a better school that I would have sent my child to. This is the one and only school for him in all of Singapore. And I've done my research. As a lawyer, I do a lot of research. And so I've really done my research, and I have to say this has been the best experience for us in terms of school, and also has been the best decision that we've made for Hero, I think, just in the beginning of his education. And my husband's going to now speak in Japanese and explain a little to some of the Japanese expat parents out there about his experience and how it relates to Japanese culture, and what Japanese parents might have some concerns in terms of learning a third language, specifically Chinese. And yeah, all right, so.
そうですね、じゃあ私日本語ですけど、シンガポールに来てから3年、が経ちました。で、ここは最初初めてのところではなかったんですが、やっぱりこのジョイリトル、スクールに来て、やっぱり私の息子ヒロですけれども、すごくハッピーだなっていうことがよく思います。で、多分これいろいろと、今ちょっと懇談会と終わって、いろいろやっぱり 懇談会が終わって、思ったんですけれども、やっぱり3つのことが言えると思うんですね。最初に先生、先ほど私の妻のお話もあったりですけれども、先生の質がとても高いということ、とても先生がやっぱりその子どもの教育、子どもの成長をすごく真剣に考えてくれて、例えば何かが改善点があるのであれば、そこをきちっと具体例を出してきちっと話し合ってくれたりとか、なぜ例えばこういうふうに注意したのなぜそういうふうに注意をしたのかっていうのをきちっと具体的に話してくれるっていうところがすごく私としては親としてすごく、とても感謝しているところです。あと2つ目に、その先生の質の次のところの2つ目のところはやっぱりプログラムの質がとても内容が濃いということです。先ほど言ったようにその中国語のイマージョンと言いましたけれども、その全員がその北京でのその中国の教員資格を持っていらっしゃる方々なので、すごくその中国語の質もすごくレベルが高いという意味で、うちの子供はトリリンガルですけれども、すごくその彼のすごく中国語が飛躍的に伸びたっていうのはやはりこの学校が一つの一因ではないかと思います。そして、そのプログラム、その中国語以外にも例えば水泳、ミュージック、あとは演劇など、そのすごく幅広い、プログラムを用意していただいておりますので、やっぱりただ語学だけではなくていろいろなこと幅広くいろんな教育を受けるという意味でとてもいいのかなと思っています。そして3つ目ですけれども、やはりここの校長先生、がすごくとても親身に、私たちの、息子、そして私たちのこともたまにいろいろと会った時には「こんにちは、元気ですか？どうしてますか？旅行に行ってたんですか？」というふうに聞いてくれたりするので、何かお金を払って学校に送ってるっていうか、すごく真に家族ぐるみで付き合っている、そういう意味でそういうなかなか親近感が湧くという意味ですごくうちはすごく、とても、満足しています。なので、いろいろとシンガポールで選択肢が皆さんあると思いますけれども、ぜひジョイリトルに来て、自分の目で見て話をして、決定していただければ、でも私はジョイリトルをお勧めします。
Here is not the only half Japanese. There are a couple of other Japanese children in the school currently enrolled. In fact, there's all nationalities. It's not just specific to Singaporean Chinese children. They're expat. They're African American children. You have really across the board a lot of international students here at the Chinese immersion. So it's not just for Chinese Singaporeans or for Chinese people who can speak Chinese, because that's what the school is here to do, is to teach your child the language.
还有最后一个要说，真的很感谢姜老师，还有常老师。常老师是 Hero 博浩的班级的班主任，所以呢，我们要很感谢姜老师，还有他的很 dedicated team， 这样子每天都是很辛苦的，但是也很努力的帮我们教孩子，鼓励他们，还有帮他们一天一天的慢慢的成长，真的很感谢。好，谢谢。还有如果有什么问题，你们可以 if you have any questions, feel free to email me or contact me. If you have any concerns about bilingualism or trilingualism or even more languages than that, feel free to contact us. Email us or drop us give us a phone call or an SMS, and we'd be happy to answer any questions that you have. Take care, and I hope you'll come and visit Joy Little.